Let's turn back now to Nvidia. The stock has turned higher, but still off the record high, just shy of $153 a share. It hit right after the opening bell. Christina Partsinevelos joins us now for a look at the next big challenges Nvidia faces. Christina, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
If you had to sum up the report yesterday and look ahead to the challenges that this company may face, what would you say they are?
Successful, but that success is their own, I guess, not demise, but hurdle for the near term. And I say that because investors just really need to get used to the idea that the planned release of new AI chips every single year, that's the annual cadence, could lead to inevitable bumpiness in its results. And it's not about finding the buyers, it's about ramping up production. So each Blackwell system, these are the latest GPUs, requires custom chips, making the integration of all of those systems, quote, nothing short of a miracle, according to CEO Jensen Huang on the call yesterday, and needing, quote, almost every company in the world for its supply chain. So there's so much focus on these Blackwell chips right now, too, that gaming chips have had to take a backseat, creating a short supply. But CFO Colette Kress said yesterday on the call, we'll be back on track with more supply as we turn the corner into the new calendar year. But let's talk about the earnings call. Both the CEO and CFO emphasize that the rollout of these breakthrough Blackwell chips are on track, that sales would be limited over the next few quarters because of these
supply.
Exactly,
they can't
supply.
Keep up.
But not them. Think of all the suppliers that they're using.
Who are feeding into the ecosystem.
Even last quarter, TSMC, these are very complex designs, and so they have a little snag with the yield, things slow down. But they already went from zero to guiding over a few $1 billion for Blackwell next quarter. Gross margins also taking a hit. Why? Because it's so expensive to create said chips, and so that increases production costs, hurts the margins, but that should pick up after the April quarter. The growth narrative, though, the entire thing to start full circle, remains intact, which is why you have so many bullish calls on this company. Nvidia's CEO, though, if you're wondering about any type of catalyst for the stock, because it's been moving sideways for the last several months, and you're like, wow, should I even get in at this point? Well, you have December 2nd to 6th AWS event. I say that because they can be seen as a competitor with their own chips. Then you have CEO speaking at CES as well as UBS. And we should get some Blackwell commentary, too, at those events.
You educated me a moment ago about a term of art called annual cadence, and that basically means that the company will be bringing out new chips on an annual basis.
Chips or products that would go within the system. Yeah, like the Blackwell family.
What is the advantage and the disadvantage of that? What is the risk there?
Well, the advantage is you get them hooked, right? The ecosystem. The greatest comparison is Apple phones, right? You get the Apple Mac. When I was younger, I had everything
But do you get
Apple.
People waiting to buy until the new one comes out?
Precisely, yes. So then you have this transition period, which is kind of what we're going through right now, from the Hopper family to the Blackwell family. So one set of products.
The Hoppers and the Blackwells.
Yes.
Like a feud.
Yeah. An Italian feud or something. Yeah. I don't know. But that transition will happen every single year. And so it's great because they're hooking everyone onto their products, and they provide not only the chips, but the networking, all of the switches, the software. But at one point, there has to be a wall, right? How often are we going to continuously buy the next iteration? And then if I were Jensen Huang, and we know his response would be, well, there's $2 trillion of old data centers that need to be renovated, or not renovated, but upgraded. So that there's still such an opportunity for such a long amount of time that they could be first in the game for quite a while.
All right. Let's have you stay with us and explore a little more about what's next for Nvidia. Citi out with a new note today, initiating a positive catalyst watch. Oh, I like that kind of language. On the stock leading up to the CES tech event in January, you mentioned it a moment ago, where Huang, Jensen that would be, is set to deliver a keynote speech, potentially a time to reveal its next generation of chips. For more on the next catalysts and challenges for Nvidia, joining us is Daniel Newman of Futurum Group. He's the CEO there. Daniel, what do you say? I'm sure, Christina, you have some reactions to what she said about what the next challenge may be for this very, very successful company.
Yeah, the only result, Tyler, that was going to be acceptable was beyond perfect. They beat on every number. They beat on the guide. Now, of course, those beats on the guide have gotten smaller, but you got to look at the law of large numbers here. The execution has been fantastic. There was more smoke than fire when it came to the overheating. And the company is directionally in a very sound place. It was a tidy quarter. It was well executed. And, we're really up against this next era of generational upgrades. So you heard Christina talk about annual cadences. This isn't exactly like an iPhone moment because you're talking about asking, Microsoft, Google, Amazon to spend $50-60 billion contiguously and continuously year over year to continue to upgrade. But there's an element of FOMO here. These companies have to stay up to date. They have to have the most advanced technology if they want to be competitive in these next eras of agentic and generative AI capabilities.
Daniel, can you just talk for a moment about the opportunities with the inferencing piece of this that Srini, our analyst last hour, said, listen, most people are still focused on data center and on the chips themselves. But what if, is it Hopper, as it's called? What if this inferencing business becomes larger?
Well, inferencing has been one of the things that many people said, oh, Nvidia, that's not Nvidia, or that's the small part. They're the training company, but they're actually the largest provider of inferencing now. And inference is that workload that everyone talks about. When you're doing these tokens, when you're using these generative tools, when you hear about these agentic workloads, that's the inference side. That's the ability for it to generate text or generate a video. And so all of these massive data centers that are being built out with Nvidia are powerful to not just train these future models, but to deliver inference. And these workloads are what's going to revolutionize things like enterprise apps. I mean, we are at the end of the era of SaaS as we know it, and some people see it and some people don't.